when it was sold.
Sold on, so...
That was when Colonel McPhee had died, and the personal representatives were selling it. And you can see, here we are right at the bottom of the graveyard, and looking across is almost the same view as...
News and sport. Very hazardous driving conditions at the moment because of surface water and spray, especially.
I'll be coming.
Adele, Rolling in the Deep, what a year she's had. I think she was the biggest selling artist on iTunes 2012. It's not bad going, is it? BBC Hereford and Worcester, hope you're okay. 7 minutes to 12. And, of course, Christmas, one of the big things at Christmas is all the telly. There's a lot of Christmas telly coming up. Already sorted out one big part of the TV calendar. Strictly Come Dancing, 12 weeks of foxtrots, salsas, fleckles and shimmies. Strictly came to an end on Saturday night.
The votes have been counted and verified, and I can now reveal the Strictly Come Dancing champions 2012 are... Lewis and Flavia.
Oh, there they are. Lewis Smith, along with his partner Flavia, and he said that...
Christmas. I'm joined there by John Edwards from the Mouth. John, morning to you. John, are you there? No, we don't have John. John, are you there? John? No, we seem to have lost John. So, Steve Yowsley.
We've got Father Christmas.
We have. I mean, that was the most important interview of the year. What have you got coming up your road? Because I've got this sausage roll week, and
it's Christmas Eve. We're all in very high holiday spirits at the moment. Wonderful stuff. And live music on the show today, as I'm joined by brothers Adam and Lawrence Purnell from Foreign Affairs. They're up, young, thrusting, tunesome as well, I would say.
A tuneful twosome.
Yes, and they've got a Christmas tune they're going to play in the studio. Super stuff. Looking forward to that. Plus, whole cheeses. We're all fans of the little bits of cheeses, but occasionally as a treat you'll get a whole cheese. Imagine a massive grape of Stilton or an Edam or a cheddar or something. It's very indulgent, isn't it? Maybe you've got friends round, and they're great for the rolling.
Best Christmas card I had this year was Three Wise Men arriving at Bethlehem Market, and the seller was there. Oh, baby cheeses! We've got lots of baby cheeses.
Wonderful play on words there.
Absolutely.
Also on the show today, looking at the national drink of Serbia. They'll be toasting in Serbia tonight, I dare say. We've got a little bit of Richard Angwin popping in, a very special guest, in addition to Angwin, that I can't reveal at the moment.
Yep.
Top secret.
Draw the family together through... Merry Christmas.
Capital. It's Christmas. Baby, please come home.
But she's so cute, and obviously she's the most ever. Her dog collar is sort of like a little leather red button. She actually walked in wearing a
Like pretty much similar to 2011.
Yeah, that's right. I think we had quite a slow start in December, and so it's picked up over the last 2 weeks. So this weekend was very strong, and we think the sales period will be quite good as well. So yeah, we're just about pushing our nose ahead of last year, which again, not spectacular, but it's positive. And again, it could be a lot worse, bearing in mind where we are in the economic cycle.
And very briefly, do you get tomorrow off?
I'm off tomorrow, yes, but we've got our sales then starting at 5 AM on Boxing Day, so many people will be working overnight as well. So it's a busy time in retail, it never stops, but it's a very important time. It supports a lot of different jobs and the economy locally, so it's important that we're here to serve, and we've got the hours and the product in the stores that people want to buy.
Did you just say 5 AM?
5 AM is when our sales start, or certain retailers start at 5 AM on Boxing Day, and then closely followed by a few others. So actually we're open at 1 minute past midnight last night as well. So certainly the food side of the business has been going already from the early hours of the night.
Okay, well, enjoy your Christmas day off. It sounds like you might need it to sort of recharge a little bit. And very Merry Christmas to everybody at the mall. John Edwards, many thanks.
Thank you, and Happy Christmas to you as well.
Thank you.
If you know someone
Who's lonely this Christmas?
Strike me as the type of guy who wears slippers.
Was $6,999, sale price just $4,999, and it's pounds off this 2011 Peugeot 207 was $5,999.
Future TV. The bad weather. PCRL.co.
Oh, wild. With Renee Leibovitz. I will.
On that episode, or a little somebody who might need it. Some drier, brighter spells likely as well, with scattered showers, breeze, and participate.
Trade Centre Wales, Junction.
Visit supercars.co.uk.
Pattern does playing.
Ross Pollard, Sean.
Swansea from the Mumbles direction past Brynmill Lane at Mumbles Road has got a lane out of action following a bump causing some business.
And online.
Your county.
Your news.
BBC Radio Gloucestershire. Midday. And with the BBC News for Gloucestershire, Helen Simons.
The River Severn in Gloucestershire is only expected to rise another 10 centimetres before peaking tomorrow. Further outbreaks of heavy rain are expected across the county this morning, and there are currently 10 flood warnings in place along both the River Severn at Tewkesbury and the River Throne near Stroud. Chris Boehner from the Environment Agency says people in at-risk areas could keep in touch with them all over Christmas.
We are open 24/7 as per normal, so the subline number, which is 0845 988 1188, is a great place to start. The Environment Agency's website has a lot of information on there, very current with the flood mapping, etc. like that. And we also use social media these days, so we use Twitter and Facebook as well to keep people updated.
Meanwhile, millions of people trying to get away for Christmas are facing long delays to their journeys because of the weather. There are no trains between Bristol Parkway and Swindon, and services between London and Swansea are being diverted. Many roads are also affected. These passengers are having problems reaching their destinations.
It wouldn't be too bad if it was just from home to the train station, but then it's coach, train, another bus, then to my mum's. So, quite a long time.
Well, I'm just trying to get home for Christmas, last minute journey home, and this is the start of the journey, and it's not gone too well so far. Got to get a bus in 10 minutes to Tiverton, and then try to get to London Paddington, and eventually down back to Kent, where I'm from.
Pretty hectic. I was going to London Paddington, but now I'm going to be going to Waterloo to spend Christmas with my son, daughter-in-law, and my new little baby grandson.
Several Twitter feeds which contained indecent images of children have been closed down by the police. The accounts were private, but it's thought they were made public by hackers. The son of a pensioner who was badly neglected while in hospital in Worcestershire has told BBC News that he begged staff to give his mother a bath. Peter Brindle's mother, Patricia, was left unwashed for 11 weeks after being admitted to the Alexandra Hospital in Redditch in February 2008 with a minor stroke. She was eventually transferred to another hospital but died a few days later. Tom Sanford, a director from the Royal College of Nursing, says her treatment was totally unacceptable.
When you think about the number of nurses that must have come onto a shift and found Peter's mother, Patricia, in an unwashed state, if you think about the number of consultants that must have done ward rounds on that ward, I think that we need to look at the regulation of these workers as part of the solution to this.
A Gloucestershire beef farmer says it's crucial the government goes ahead with its cull of badgers next year. The planned cull was due to take place this year, but was put on hold because the number of badgers were more than expected. David Barton, who runs Manor Farm at Middle Dunstable, has seen more than 40 of his cattle slaughtered after testing positive for TB and was even considering leaving the industry. He believes the cull is the best way forward.
And the cull does actually start.
process, but that will be good for the badgers and the wildlife and the cattle. We want to see healthy cattle and healthy badgers.
We're being asked to give up half an hour of our time over Christmas to call in on an elderly neighbour, making sure they have enough light and heating. Some of the poorest pensioners in Gloucestershire are living alone with no family to visit them. Christina Snell is the Chief Executive of Age UK Gloucestershire.
We're increasingly having public sector organisations who are essentially struggling to make ends meet. And, I know people have heard me say it before and probably think, I keep going on and on, but actually, there are people who really are having to choose whether they heat or whether they eat.
And a project to help prevent the extinction of a type of freshwater mussel has been given nearly £1/3 of a million of lottery funding. The barren mussel is to be one of Ireland's oldest species. It's also one of the longest living invertebrates on Earth, frequently living for over 150 years. In sport, the Wigan manager Roberto Martinez has defended the Swansea captain Ashley Williams after the Manchester United boss Alex Ferguson claimed he deliberately kicked a ball into the head of Robin van Persie during their 1-1 Premier League draw at the Liberty Stadium. Williams denies he did it deliberately, and Martinez, who cited him while in charge of Swansea, insists he's not a nasty footballer. Gloucestershire's weather, some rain this morning, but it's with the risk of further localised flooding, but it should be somewhat drier this afternoon with just the odd shower. Top temperatures of 10 Celsius, that's 50 Fahrenheit. Tonight, dry for a time, but showers will become more frequent and locally heavy through the early hours. A mild night low with overnight lows of 6 Celsius, that's 43 Fahrenheit. That's BBC News for Gloucestershire at 5 minutes past 12.
BBC Radio Gloucestershire
with Kate Justice. Be warned, I am very festive. Miserable day. So if you are suffering in floods today, I do sympathise. My playroom flooded really high. Fortunately, we know that it happens. It doesn't affect the rest of the house, so we can't lift the furniture, raise the rug, raise the clothes, and put it out the window as fast as we can. Situation on the road and situation on the rivers, all on the way throughout the programme. And we'll have a little look back over 2012, some of the highlights. Starting off very appropriately with probably one of the favourite interviews of the whole year. I went to Carl Hesper's yard shortly after he came back from London Olympics with his gold medal for dressage, just in case you're not familiar. In fact, I think shortly after, I think the day after they got back from London. I went round to the yard and had a chat with Carl about his enormous achievement. I also had a chat with Charlotte Sinclair, who won the individual gold as well as team gold. We'll hear Charlotte's interview later.